said I'm finished, point at my scars, then turn away. But I keep breathing.
Welcome to another episode of Beautiful Ashes with me, Auntie Mercy. On this episode, I have a very interesting guest. Our guest is coming from a background where he's gone through diabetes, he's gone through alcohol abuse, maybe in small forms. He will explain to us. But I want you to hold on and listen to the story, the journey of coming out of the ashes. He's used those ashes positively and is influencing and impacting under an NGO that he's currently running. So hold on, we will be back soon after this break. Welcome back. This day I have with me Mr. Pius Chaka Zulu in the studio. Welcome, Mr. Zulu.
Thank you, and thank you, viewers.
It's good to have you. I've been looking forward to having you on the set.
Much appreciated.
Yes. For starters, I will just ask you to briefly give us a background about yourself. Who is Mr. Chaka Zulu?
Okay. First of all, my name is Chaka Pius Saulula Zulu. I am 50, married with 7 children, and I'm a logistician by profession. I don't know what more do you want to know about me. Politician and health advocate.
That's interesting.
Right.
Thank you so much, Mr. Zulu, for giving us that brief. When I was looking at your story, it's a very interesting one, like I've said to the viewers, and I know they're itching to hear. Can you begin to tell us your life, what it was like back then, your journey, how you started out? And I saw that you mentioned in your profile that, you had taken very little care of yourself, your health. You neglected your health. Can you tell us where that started from, how it happened?
Okay, to pinpoint where it started from, it's a little bit foggy, but I started, I think, from 2009, end of 2009 into 2010. That's when I discovered that I was diabetic. It all happened, I think, prior to the New Year, during Christmas of 2009. We went on a drinking spree with my friends. I used to drink a lot of alcohol and just have fun. It was fun then. So after the drinking spree, we went for some party just around the New Year's Day. And there's a lot of cakes there. So I decided to enjoy the cakes. So I was sampling almost all the types of cakes that were there. Then I started feeling funny. In my mind, I took it that I was poisoned. That was my immediate thought. So I decided to get myself home. And when I reached home, I even told my wife then that I think my friends have poisoned me. So if I die, this one, and this one were with me. So I went to bed. I came to learn later that apparently I blacked out and I went into a coma after that.
What were you actually feeling?
No, it was just, I was just feeling tired.
For you to think you had been poisoned?
I was feeling tired and some nausea, and I was just not feeling myself. So I just thought, no, there was something wrong. So later, on the 5th now of January 2010, that's when I think I woke up. Just discovered that I was in hospital, the Saka Trust Hospital. And I remember seeing my mom seated just on the side. And immediately I woke up, she started apologizing to me. That I'm sorry, my son, I brought this upon you, because she was diabetic also. So she took it, she gave it to me. So she was busy apologizing. So I couldn't get the they all understanding.
Mhm.
But later I was told that my sugar apparently had shot to over 30. And it was by God's grace that I think the doctor decided just to check my sugar and discovered that it was diabetes. My sugar had gone way over the limit. Because mostly in such conditions, they'll think it's malaria. They start hammering you with malaria treatment, whatever, without knowing the actual problem behind. But I think he pinpointed the problem. So hence, that's when I knew that I had not diabetes, but I had a sugar problem. So I continued with investigations, I think, for the next 10 days to have a confirmation that I was diabetic. So it was later discovered that, yes, I was diabetic and had diabetes type 2, which is brought upon by bad drinking and eating habits. Because there's diabetes type 1, which usually people are born with. And that one is, they use insulin usually to control it. Because your body practically is not making any insulin that converts the sugar into energy. Diabetes type 2 is related usually to, as I said, the bad drinking and eating habits and weight gain. So the body fails to usually regulate the sugar in your body. And that's the type of diabetes that I had. So it followed by a lot of guidance and rules that I had to follow. What I had to eat, how I had to eat. So, it was still a scare to my life. So I decided to follow through. But with time, I started feeling like I was being neglected or stigmatized by my family or wife. Because I had special food that they'd cook for me in a certain way. They'll be cooking whatever they want. But me, it was, you can't eat this, you have to boil this. So practically everyone needs to tell them that, but me, why are you feeding me with bad food? So out of the situation, I became a little bit difficult in that I would knock off from work, pass through a restaurant, pass through somewhere and eat the food that I felt I wanted to eat. And when I reach home, I just refuse to eat that food. So I told them, if you want me to eat, then you join me and eat this food. But none of them were interested, especially my children then. So I did not religiously follow what I was advised. So I just continued with eating the wrong foods. I even just joined back eating whatever was cooked in the house because I didn't want to follow the diet that was given to me.
Are you able to pinpoint to say that what could have been causing your bad eating habits? Was it just cravings that you were having, and was your body weight big before?
Yeah, I was quite a big guy, but I think it was just, I think first of all, age. I was still a young, energetic guy. I had a good job. I used to work for the UN then. So the money was there. So I was a bit exorbitant with my living. So I wanted good things, but I think also the drinking contributed a lot to this bad health living. Yes. So mostly it was just to that time. There's nothing particular, but just bad eating and drinking habit.
What was making you ignore even after the doctors have said it, and you I believe you had an understanding because of the disease?
The understanding wasn't very much there. It was just knowing that I was diabetic, and it was a new thing to me, and I never took much interest. But I could see what my mom was going through. So to me, I feared even that talking about it or reading more about it. I just said, it is a condition that will go away. I thought it would go away.
But
you know.
did you ever see your mom eating separately and watching, her diets and things like that? Or
Never,
was it-
never. Okay, because I left home when I was a bit younger.
Okay.
But I believe she followed that of the restrictions that were given to her.
Mhm.
But experiencing it directly, I think, was a bit different for me
Mm.
because having lost my father years back in 1994, she was alone, I think, and with my sister. So I think they managed it better
Mhm.
for her.
Mm.
I never experienced it in-house, but in my house now, I was feeling as a head of house, why should I be eating the bed foods when people, and I'm buying all the foods in the house and they're being chosen to eat the bed foods. But
Mhm.
it was quite a challenge. It was quite a challenge. So I just went my way.
So you felt that because you could afford the food, then you needed to eat.
And the food was there. And
as and when you needed to eat.
yes, yes. So I just couldn't accept.
Oh, so
Yes.
mostly what we can say, we can look at it to say you were in denial.
Very much.
You were in denial of the
Very
disease.
much. To me, I was being stigmatized and discriminated. That's what I felt.
You interpreted it as a stigmatization of a form?
Very much. Even up to now, that's how I still look at it. But going through the years, I lost my mother in 2012 due to diabetic complications. She later had a stroke, heart attack. So I think that's where I decided to learn more about it. Though my lifestyle was a bit still careless, I started learning more about it and all the stages that you go through. And I noticed that now I was going through the stages, starting with first my eyesight was getting bad. I would notice that when I'm driving, I wouldn't see road signs clearly. Until maybe I reach close, that's when I will see the speed limit, whatever. And I had this habit of looking at number plates. I said I couldn't see number plates anymore. So I decided to have my eyes done and everything. It was corrected. Then more serious conditions started, like gum diseases, there's some skin diseases. So, I would refrain sometimes doing certain things, and even my drinking started reducing. So come 2014, I joined DAS, which is the Diabetic Association of Zambia, where I was a member, and through that, I did an initiative of awareness on diabetes, so to give out information on diabetes, and a fundraiser.
Okay.
We needed my funds to carry on with our dissemination of information. So I did an initiative which was backed by DAS then. I walked from Lusaka to Solwezi.
How did you do that? How did you manage with the condition of diabetes?
At the time, I would say it was mostly willpower. It wasn't about my sickness or my condition. It was mostly the willpower that I had. I wanted people to know about diabetes. And I said, let me do something for mom. So I started my simple exercises, just walking between woodlands, walking up to UTH, then it grew up to the airport, going and coming. Then I did a Chongwe, going and coming, because I wanted to make sure that I could cover at least 60 kilometers per day.
Okay.
And being a logistics person that I had, that I am, I planned my walking very strategically, so that every day's walk landed me at a place where I could rest.
Okay.
Yes. So practically it was a 10-day walk plan covering 60 kilometers per day, which covered about 600 kilometers. And one day possibly to rest every 3 days at a day to rest. So the whole journey took me about 13 days.
Did you have other people walking with you? Other people that, or
What would
maybe that
hap-
were on the side?
What would
supporting
happen is
you?
what would happen is that the Diabetes Association of Zambia grouping would kick off the walk with me for the first 5 kilometers. Then they'll leave me to walk the rest, and then they'll meet me when I'm entering the next stop point or district. The last 5 kilometers. That's how it worked. So it was a success. I left Lusaka at least on the 30th of October and landed in Solwezi. I remember it was Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. Then we had Diabetes Day on the 14th in Solwezi. So that was my start to some seriousness into my journey with diabetes. I was still okay then. Later on, I registered an NGO. It's an online NGO called DAAZ, which is Diabetes, Autism, AIDS Awareness Zambia.
Okay.
Yeah, we give out information on the 3 conditions that I've talked about. The autism part is gave me encouragement because I've got a friend, is now my brother, who's got an autistic child. And I was overwhelmed with the love that child has for me. In a lot of times that I go to visit him, the child gave me so much love that I thought, no, let me share more information about autistic children, because usually there's not much information. They're usually taken as just handicapped children, you know, but their ability is more than you know what you can talk about. Then I talk about diabetes, which is something that I'm going through, and I've got a lot of information about it. And on the AIDS HIV part, comes from the background of I used to work for a USAID project called CHAMP, which is Comprehensive HIV/AIDS Management Program. So I was a trainer of trainers there. So I learned a lot, and that's why I share also on those lines.
To be sharing
Yes,
as well.
Yes.
Okay. When you talk about your journey with diabetes, what other things come out of it? Because when we were chatting earlier on, you did mention that you discovered that you would have something maybe like mood swings that you would not understand, but you later on discovered that it was connected to the condition of diabetes.
I spoke about that in line with what I've learned now, because there's some things about my life that I'm figuring them out now. I can confess that I was very violent. I had anger problems. So I've come to learn now that there's actually a condition which is ignited through diabetes, which is like diabetes anger. Sometimes you would overreact to a certain situation just because your sugar level is just at a wrong level. So you overreact.
Okay.
Yes. So it played a very bad role in my life prior. That with the violence, even my marriage then could not work. My relationship with my family, my mother could not. It was just because I would just explode sometimes. Now I look back at it, it makes sense now that, oh, no wonder I used to do that, because I couldn't figure out what the problem was. I would even think that maybe I had demons or something. Yes, but I think under the management, a lot of things have improved. That brings me back to a time, I think in 2012. I've always said that 2012 was a very dark year for me, because at the time, I think because of all these issues that were moving around or in my life, my wife then decided to leave me.
Mm-hmm.
After leaving me, then I just became uncontrollable. There was a time that even I think my mother came to visit me at one time when I was having a fight with my wife. She tried to control the situation, and I just pushed her off,
Mm.
and it was just uncontrollable.
Mm.
So after that, there was this referent from family which left me alone.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wanted nothing to do with me,
Mm.
including even my workplace. Then I was put on suspension because
Mhm.
of how I'd become. So I was alone. I felt alone, and I felt there was no use to continue living.
Mm.
So around 2012, I just decided, no, I think this is enough. So I said, no, I'll just take my life.
Mhm.
I prepped for it, learned about how to make a knot with with a string, whatever. I went to ShopRite, bought the string, made the knot, and set up this room where I said,
Mm.
this is my last. So I'd planned that I'll kill myself at 13 hours. So I decided to say goodbye.
You even gave it a time?
Yes.
You
yes.
timed it?
Timed everything.
That's how
I said,
intentional you were.
it
about
was well planned. Being, I think, a logistician that I am, I
Yeah.
planned everything.
Oh.
Put all the medications that was in the house, gathered it together.
Mm.
So I said, I sat there now from around 12, prepping to do it. I was crying. I was trying to pray. And then I just heard a bang at the gate. The police were trying to gain entrance to my place. So I couldn't understand. So I panicked. Went on the castool, put on my string thing to try and jump. Then I remembered I never took the medicines. I got off, started getting the medicines, drinking it. The police now were breaking the door,
How did the
getting
police
entrance.
get wind of
I think
come to your home?
later, after all this episode, I came to learn that after I posted that goodbye message, one of my uncles, I think, read through the lines and censored there was something I wanted to do. So he reported the police and instructed them to have access to my
your
house. Yes. So, but I still went on with it and even jumped. I even had my neck like crack, but I blacked out.
Mm.
So later, I gained consciousness and I was in hospital. I was in UTH. Woke up. Again, my mother was there. I could hear her pray just next to me.
A praying mother,
Yes.
loving mother.
So I woke up, could hear my mom. Then I tried to move. I realized that my hand was handcuffed.
Mm.
Yes. So later, I was discharged. Went home. I was under lock and key.
But did you go through any counseling at the time when you were at the hospital? Was there someone that spoke to you concerning the situation?
This was mostly handled by the police.
Okay.
Because I came to learn later that taking your own life is a crime. So I was mostly home, but there was a group of relatives who was staying with me then because my wife had left.
Mm-hmm.
So I stayed there almost 6 months. I was just home and with my uncle who used to counsel me. And later in that very year, my mother passed on from complications of diabetes. Yes. So 2012 was a bad year for me, but I looked at it, especially after I did the walk. It gave me a lot of time, my me time, to think about my life. And I decided I should make a change. Yes. So life went on. But unfortunately, in 2018, end of 2018, I suffered a stroke. I was in hospital. It hammered me on my left-hand side. But later, it's like it reversed, and I became okay again. Exactly a month later, going into 2019, I had another stroke, the second one, which hit my right hand side and took away my speech. But again, I don't know if it was a miracle. I became okay. So when I went for more medical checks, it was discovered that there was some sort of a clot in my bloodstream that was moving around. And every time it reached a certain point in the brain, it will block. So it will ignite into a stroke. So the doctor advised me that I had to go through some episode of melting that clot. And he said the melting part would be complicated because that same clot will break into small pieces and might go and block other areas. Yeah, so I was under like a 2 weeks admission in hospital where I went through the whole process. Then with the investigations later, it was confirmed that I was safe, and
Thank God.
it was cleared.
Thank God.
Yes.
For that.
Yeah, so after that, I went through and I decided to do something because I think I've got my bucket list, which I felt I needed to complete before I exit. So I've got this love for politics. I think coming from my background of community work and where I'd worked before, having worked for the UN, Oxfam, and USAID, I've got this love for the community. So it took me to attempt to stand as an MP. So I decided to go stand in Chagiza, where I come from.
Under which party, if I may ask?
At the time, I stood under MMD, under the leadership of Dr. Nevas Mumba. Yes, it was a journey that helped me a lot. But when I look at it now, it ignited my condition of diabetes to the worst. Because having been there for almost 100 days, I could not follow a lot of my needs, like for food. I was used to eat anything that was given to us by the community. So I was a bit careless again, 2021. So when they're drinking, you drink even the local brews, whatever, just to be part of the community there. So I didn't go through anyway as MP, but I came out of it. Come 2022, it was just a matter of just taking it easy. But I started noticing that every time I checked my sugar, it was always on the higher side. I used to hit 20, but my body was normal. So I started bragging that I'm in the new normal. Medication, I would just take it when I'm feeling very bad. Never used to take it every day.
Consistent.
No. So come 2023, I remember that day. It was the day of prayer. I think October.
October, yes.
18th. I woke up and I could not move. I noticed that I had no control over my legs, so I could not come out of the bed. So I said, let me call my sister or something. But you see, I'm a little bit of a macho guy. I didn't want my family or my friends to see me in that state. So I decided to call a Yango. So I remember rolling myself, fell off the bed.
Oh, Lord.
Rolled myself up to the sitting room, because then I just used to stay with my sons, who at the time I think were not around. So I was alone actually at home. So the Yango came, he called me. I said, can you come and help me? I'm having problems walking. So when he attempted to come in, apparently I've got dogs at my house. So he could not enter because they're jumping on his fingers, whatever.
Mhm.
Then he said he was leaving. I begged him, said, no, just wait for me. I'll find my way to the gate.
Mhm.
It was a journey. I had to roll on the ground up to the veranda, roll on the stones up to the gate. I remember reaching the gate, opening the gate, and whilst I was rolling, the dogs thought I was playing, so they're busy jumping on me. So I reached the gate. I remember finding this young guy looking at me. And the first thing he said, Hamdala, so I said, I'm actually sick. I'm not feeling too well. So he helped me get into the taxi. Then I went to the hospital.
But what was it that made you not want to call for family, for help? What really was that? And yet you were in such a bad state.
It was just me being macho, the Chakazulu that I thought I was. And I just didn't want to be seen
in that state.
Went to the hospital, was admitted. That's when I met my current doctor now, Dr. Chinedu, who just gave it to me straight.
Mm-hmm.
And I just promised him that I'll do things correctly now. I'll adhere to medicine or the medication. So all of 2023 into 2024, I just went straight on into serious treatment. When cut off the drinking, everything, then I had to lose a lot of weight. Because right now you look at me, I've actually lost a lot of weight. I was weighing almost 130 kilos.
Wow.
And he gave me a target of losing 30 kilos. Yes. The starting was okay. I lost about 10. Got to about, I think 118. Then I got stuck. I could not lose any more weight. I tried everything. Whatever I would advise couldn't work. So I was referred to a dietitian who sat with me. He gave me a book, a paper to write all the foods that I like. I wrote them. Then he told me, he asked me, what are the foods that you think are healthy and you can manage? So I wrote them. I remember him taking that list and we'd just be crossing off. I was like, what is this guy doing? Then he made me a diet for only 7 foods and liquids that I could drink. Only 7. When I looked at it, I said, no. I've gone back to the first thing that I tried to run away. I remember he just allowed me to have roller meal as one. And then I could only have fish and chicken. And on the chicken, only chicken breast. Boiled and grilled. All vegetables, but no cabbage, because it used to give me gases. He allowed all wheat bread, and I could only put avocado on it. No butter, no what, avocado. And he allowed me only one fruit, which was a white apple. And for the fluids, water only. So this 7. I said, oh, go with it. That's what I did for almost a year. And that's when my weight started going down. And immediately I hit the 105 mark. Things started getting better. Much better. I remember when, and on top of that, because he saw how I reacted when he gave me this list, he looked at me and he told me, Mr. Zo, why are you looking at this? You're looking very sad. This is for you. I said, no, this food I want to manage. Then he told me, okay, let's agree that you choose one day in the month that you can eat what you want. That came as a relief, because I remember that was October. So I chose 25th. So after what Independence Day, the feast, my T-bone, what. I went back to my diet again. Then came November 25th is my birthday. I ate what I wanted. Come December, it was Christmas. So at least I managed through. But later, I did away with it. Even if that day came, I said it's fine. I'm okay.
And
So I
you're
pushed
now
through.
not used to
Yes.
that diet.
So up to last year, I think December, that was last that I was now allowed to
eat.
Yes, to go back to my normal diet, but I still maintain certain
Yes,
foods
it's important.
and avoid other foods. I'm now, I think, 100 kilos, 102. Things have become stable. But after what I went through, I wouldn't want to go back to that condition.
So can you tell our viewers, especially for you men, you don't easily share, you don't easily open up, and you see you found yourself in such dangerous situations because you were bottling up everything, you were thinking you could handle it yourself. What advice could you give to somebody who is watching today, who is going through something to a point that you felt so alone and so neglected that you even wanted to take your own life? What advice and what counsel can you give them?
Okay, because if you think about it, it's a cultural, I think, belief that a man has to be in charge of everything. So we tend to, when growing up, we tend not to share the soft part of you or the weak part of yourselves. You always want to be the provider, the problem solver. So certain things about yourself, you don't talk about. You don't care about it. Even if you're in pain, you don't want to show it. I remember even when I lost my mom, I could not cry in front of my relatives, my sisters, because I'm the firstborn. I had to take charge of it. But that thing lived with me for a very long time. She died in 2012, but I came to cry about it, I think 5 years later. I sat down and just let it go. I even took what I called the walkabout. I just jumped on a bus. I didn't even know where it was going. I just said, let me just go somewhere. I remember reaching Luwingu where I'd never even been before.
Wow, that's far.
All I did was just carry some money on me, and I had the clothes that I had on. And I remember going to Luwingu, trying to look for somewhere to sleep. I had to go to the Catholic church where I was told, no, there's like a place you would stay with the fathers there.
Wow.
And that helped me. I stayed with my priest there. I would share my pain and whatever. They would pray with me. I stayed there for a while. Jumped on another bus. I found myself towards Mpulungu, where I'd never been. Wow. I remember going to this place called Vitumbo or something. I went again to a church. It was like, I think, close to a 21-day journey that I went through, and that's the only time I found it in myself to accept.
That was like a spiritual journey as well, because you had people that stood with you, counseled you, that prayed with you, and that helped release and ease some of that load that you had been carrying. So,
so this goes on even to our health.
Yes,
we just keep things inside. You don't want to share. Like the time that I couldn't even walk, I came to discover apparently I've got neuropathy of the legs. So there's a drug that I take now to help me. But I didn't want anyone to see me in that state. I remember people would come home. I would make sure if I know, I would move myself very fast so that I'm just there in my sofa. But there are times that people would come, I'm in my bedroom, then they would witness me rolling from my bedroom. And sorry to say, it was painful because even my friends, they would start crying. And I didn't want to see that. My workmates will come, they'll start crying, looking at me in that state because they know I'm the macho guy, whatever.
Yes.
So it even pushed me to a level where I decided just to leave the house, put it on rent, and go to the farm, the little structure at the farm, which was incomplete. But I decided to move there because no one knew where that farm was. And though I had workers around me,
Wow.
it was much easier, but I didn't want my family to see me in that state. And you reach a certain level where you opt out. You think, this is now the end. Let me just prepare to say bye.
So you were actually thinking you're going to die now.
I never thought I'll make it through. It was actually, I just thought, no, I think it's time to prepare myself. And a lot of people know about this, but I think when I was about 36 going to 37, I thought I'll never reach 40.
Okay.
Because my father died at exactly 40. So I thought I'll never surpass that age. So in my own thinking, I thought, let me prepare. So I even bought my coffin, prepared everything, even organized to pay for transport to take...
you were prepared
mourners, yes.
For your funeral?
Yes. To take mourners, because I want to be buried in Chadiza. So I put everything in place. Everybody condemned it. My friends condemned it. So then I reached 40. So that's the time I took this walk, going to Solwezi. Now I'm 50. Even my coffin, I think, will start rusting now. So, I laugh about it, but that's the level that I'd reached. And even through all this, every time I get very sick, I always think, oh, my coffin is ready there. Even the suit is there. I'm good to go. But it's amazing how much I've done and given, and I'm now 40. I see myself reaching 90 now.
Yes.
I tried selling that coffin, but no one was ready to buy it.
Donate it.
I remember when my mother passed on, I wanted to use it. Everybody in the family said, no, you bought it for yourself, so buy mother another coffin, not that one,
They were teaching you a lesson.
Yes, so life, as much as this, we want to prepare, but there's so much to life. I look back and say, if I killed myself that time in 2012, I wouldn't be enjoying what I'm enjoying now. I've got 3 lovely sons with my beautiful wife.
You remarried?
Yes, I married in 2023, but having had this relationship for a while. Yes, because at first I was very scared to marry after what I'd gone through. So I think I stayed for almost 11 years.
And she stuck by you for 11 years. She was waiting for 11 years.
Even the time I married, I think it was all over social media that man marries after 11 years of courtship.
That's a loyal woman, eh?
Very.
Because I can imagine what she was going through with her family, asking her when and what's going on. How can you be waiting this long?
Also a very lovely family who are there for me, and they're there for me even up to now. We're now married, and it's a joyful life.
This is really a wonderful story.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, when we look today, are giving up. And even when you look on social media, in the news, there's always, deaths. People are committing suicide.
It just takes maybe one person or just one situation to just turn it around. But now I'm a very open person. I talk about my life. I talk about what I'm going through. If you follow me on my Facebook page, I share whatever I'm going through. It's not all good, but sometimes I've got my bad days.
Yes.
But I push through. I push through. Just a few weeks ago, I went to visit my wife. She doesn't stay in Osaka. She stays in Solwezi. And upon arrival, I just had this attack of BP. My BP was just for almost 1 week. I couldn't figure out because there's nothing on my mind, whatever, but I just kept calm. My wife was there every day going for checkups until it just went down. So life is about being very positive and always take a day as it comes. Don't try and make it. Different days will bring different challenges.
Yes.
Take it as it comes. Don't say, oh, tomorrow, this, what. Just take it as it comes. And through my life, I've learned a lot of things. Even in my political world, I've learned that always remember people for the good that they are to you.
Yes.
don't keep grudges.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In my diabetes world, I tell people, eat breakfast or have breakfast as a king, have lunch as a servant, and have your supper as a beggar.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because in the morning you need the energy.
Yes.
You can burn up a lot of, fats and everything. Lunch, be moderate.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have lunch like, I don't know, you're going to, I don't know, tomorrow, today is the
Whistling
end.
much.
No. And then nibble for your supper.
Supper.
Just have some salads, add some boiled chicken.
But
It's
for
fine.
a Zambian meal where the main food is
It's
nshima, and
if you missed
they will
breakfast,
not do
which means you have to have
without
double.
nshima.
If you didn't have lunch, the triple per supper. No, because your metabolism is quite slow at night, so it sucks up a lot when you're sleeping. So eat just nibble and just let it. Because sometimes usually the sugar raises in your sleep, so that's a bit dangerous.
So, in your journey through all these challenges and with diabetes, you would advise that people should get checked from
Yes,
time to time.
don't
to know.
wait until it happens.
Mm.
In Zambia, we don't have a culture of periodic medical
Checkups.
checks.
Yes.
No, we don't do that. It's not just about diabetes, but any other condition, let it be in the cancer world, let's have a periodic, checkups. Sorry to say, I've even noticed that even with leadership, our presidents, they don't check their health. You find that they'll discover when it's too late. So you should have a way of having a periodic health checkup where we check through all the conditions.
Or would you say, as you're saying with our presidents, maybe like you walked through a journey of denial? You were told, but you were in denial. So probably,
but I don't
also
think
for them, maybe
I don't think it's
some
under
of them
it's under their program to check certain things.
But aren't they, for a president, and people in leadership, I would like to believe that it's something that they will do for them.
If that was done, you wouldn't just discover, no, you're in level 4 and whatever. They would know through.
Of cancer.
Well, most of them, you find that in the final stage, by the time they discover it. So I think there's something more that we should do, even as a nation, to try and encourage, because we need a lot of behavior change.
Yes,
in our nation, even with this politics going on. Whoever go through, I think we need behavior change. This drinking habits.
Yeah, the lifestyle in Zambia has just, because you find even the young ones now, for them it's like that's part of the enjoyment. That's life. If
Look
they
at
are not
alcohol addiction that is there now.
And drug addiction.
Drug abuse.
Yes.
I've gone through it with my children, and it's painful. Not something that and a lot of people are silent about it. You would think that, I'm sharing this with somebody, then they'll just tell me, even me, my son, or even me, my daughter, we keep quiet about it. And I think it's not reaching the right people to take care of this. Youths now in Zambia have just gone the wrong way. It's very painful. I think one day when I come into power, I'll need to correct.
You're still aspiring. Are you still in
to be honest, I resigned from politics, and due to my health condition, I thought it wasn't right for me to go back. So I like to try and stand. I've been called upon to represent, but for now I thought, let me concentrate on my health.
Health, yes.
But I know in a little way, I know I'll contribute something. Yes. But the desire is still there. I'm available, but not to a certain level where maybe I can go and stand. Yeah, it's quite a stressful thing to do. But the calling is still there.
Yeah. So if you say you're available, are you talking on an advisory level?
Advisory, yes, very much.
Or
tactical. I told you I'm a logistician, so I like to advise and make carry out events and everything, that I'm available. But you never know. With what is happening now, I think a lot of doors are opening. I might just might open one. Yes.
Anyway, all the best in that. And thank you so much for sharing and opening up, being open with your story and telling us your journey and encouraging us through everything and giving advice. Viewers, you've heard from our beloved brother, Shaka Zulu, Mr. Pius. He has gone through his life's challenges, life's outcomes. He's taken those ashes, the things that he went through. He's taken them, put them together, and he's now using them positively. Also giving information online concerning the diabetes, the autism, HIV, and AIDS awareness. Can you tell us the page just for the viewers to know in case they want to follow to get more information?
Okay, you can always search for it. It's DAAZ, which is DAAZ. But once you just put in diabetes, autism, AIDS awareness, it will pop up.
Okay.
Yes, because I've got a team that works on it. Usually, I look at the administrative issues over it, but I've got a team that works on it.
Okay.
Yes, and it's available. And we even have a WhatsApp group that when you join, there you can directly have access even to doctors.
Okay.
And we share different conditions. So the diabetes group, I think it's more tactical for the information sharing that we do. You can send a message in expressing interest on 0977 777 345. There are 5 sevens, then 345.
You can say that again.
0977 777 345.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. So viewers, we've heard from him, and this is where we end our episode for today. We shall see you next week on another episode of Beautiful Ashes, which is taken from Isaiah chapter 61, verse 3. There is restoration, there is healing, there's rejuvenation, there's replenishment. You can come out of any challenge because there is nothing impossible. As long as you're still breathing, you're still here on earth, there is still a purpose and your destiny is great. So see you and have a lovely rest of the day. Bye.
They said I'm finished, point at my scars, then turn away. But I keep breathing, fire in my chest that just won't fade. Red dust on my sandals, still I walk in grace, face to the sun.